Prime Minister, thanks for your address. Every other Prime Minister who's broken a major promise has gone on to lose their job. Paul Keating and his LAW tax cuts, Tony Abbott cutting health and, the ABC, Julia Gillard on the carbon tax, and Kevin Rudd on the CPRS. Why will Anthony Albanese be different?
We're being very upfront with the Australian people that when economic circumstances have changed, it is the responsible thing to do to change our policy. And we are changing our policy for the right reasons, because we can't have it that as Prime Minister of the country, as I travelled around during the summer, and I do much sometimes to the concern of some who have to look after me, go to shopping centres, walk through communities. I don't have just controlled environments. I go out there and I talk with people. And when low and middle income earners are saying that they're under financial pressure, we have a responsibility to do something about it, not just to wring our hands and to say, oh, well, that's difficult, but I can't do anything about it. As Prime Minister, I have a responsibility to act, and that is what we are doing here. We are acting in a way in which we will provide assistance to people without adding to inflation, because that would be counterproductive. So the options before us, I accept. This is not an easy decision to make. The easy option is to kick the can down the road. This is the right decision, done for all the right reasons, and as Prime Minister, I will always do what I believe is in the national interest.
Michelle Grattan has a question.
Michelle Grattan from The Conversation. Prime Minister, can I take you up on this point about not adding to inflation? You quoted the Treasury advice on that, which seemed to be fairly unequivocal. But how is this so, given that the people who will benefit more from the changed tax cuts will be the lower and middle income earners who are likely to spend more of that money than the higher income earners that would have been the beneficiaries under the original stage 3, who were likely to save more than the middle?
Well, the Treasury documents set that out in great detail. And what they say is that, yes, low and middle income earners need this money. That's the point. So they're likely to not put it in the bank. They're likely to buy things that they need. Food, pay rent, provide those essentials. Whether they're low or middle income earners, they're likely to do that. But it's balanced out, as Treasury indicates, and this is where this is good economic policy for the nation and particularly good for business. And I note that Innes Willicks is here and other business people. They're struggling to get workers. What this will do is encourage workforce participation and help to deal with labour supply. So that's where Treasury analysis says that that is why it is non-inflationary. It's also very clear that what we did was make sure that we're keeping the same amount effectively. There's a very small increase of $1.3 billion over the forward estimates. There's a little bit less in the first year. But we were really conscious, as we have been with all of our measures, we understand that the fight against inflation is central to everything that we do. And that is why, when we came to what are the options that we have to help low and middle income earners, this was not just the best way by an option. It wasn't a marginal call. This is overwhelmingly the best way that we can do that. That's the advice that we received. and I think it is absolutely right, and that is what has given us the confidence that what we are doing here is the right thing.